A riff in the current cosmic song. Mars enters Scorpio December 9th to the 26th of January 2018. The alchemical process of facing pressing issues. So what does that mean? Well, we currently have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, in the sign of Scorpio, the archetype of intensity, emotion, going deep, extracting hidden truths, half-truths, lies, secrets, all coming up to the surface. So what does it mean when Mars comes to join Jupiter in Scorpio? Well, Mars has its own archetypal energies, and so often Mars depicts our energy, our vitality, our life force, our motivation, our drive, our will, our courage. It is the hero, the warrior, the athlete within us. Mars is often depicted in a negative connotation, seen as the war god with no temples built in his honor. We can see the battlefields as his temples. And so it wasn't until the Romans believed that their empire was built from Mars that Mars started to be seen as a god of power and victory. So how do we use that energy of Mars moving into Scorpio? Or more accurately, what does it mean when we have the stars reflecting what we're doing here on Earth back to us? What are we doing as Mars moves into Scorpio? Well, again, we need to go back and look at that Scorpio energy. We're looking at what lies beneath. We're digging up the hidden treasures. We're digging up the truths. We're digging up the lies. The things that have been swept under the carpet are organically coming to the surface. And at first, as Jupiter came into Scorpio, we may feel some resistance to that. We may feel like running away from it, trying to hide from it, suppressing it, denying it, repressing it, projecting it, blaming it. But with Mars coming along, all of a sudden there is a will, there is a motivation to face those pressing issues. Mars represents the alchemical process of change, remembering that Mars and Pluto are both the rulers of Scorpio energy. And then if we look at this from that Scorpio perspective of transformation, well, how is it that we transform with Scorpio? We can look to three different animals. We can look at the scorpion itself, which evokes change through one defending and protecting itself. We can look at it through the lens of the snake, where we shed our skin to clear and release old identities so that we can embody a new identity. Or we can look at the phoenix or the eagle, and this gives us the clear perspective and vision of all that we are truly to be here and become. So I am encouraging through this transit of Mars moving into Scorpio for roughly a 6-week process that we get very clear. We want the perspective of the eagle for the transformation. Okay. Remembering that Jupiter is still in Scorpio until November next year. So Mars is coming along to give that a bit of a kick start now. So Mars, we see him as being the one, the warrior, the hero, sharp objects like the sword, things that cut. So what I'm encouraging is for you to contemplate what things are coming to the surface from the subconscious mind, that Scorpio energy. What is coming to the surface now that needs to be cut, that needs to be cleared, so you can let go of it, so you can become more of who you really are, more of the true, unique person that you are. How do we live from our truth when all of our subconscious stuff is coming up to the surface for processing? When we're feeling that we're in our pain body, when we're feeling that we're connected to our trauma, our physical pain, our emotional pain. These can often come up as pain triggers. And usually what will be happening is things on the external in the current day will be received more intense than they are. And we may want to project out or blame others for the way that we are feeling. But during this time with Mars moving into Scorpio with Jupiter, we're really looking at the opportunity to cut through our blinkers and to accept responsibility and own it of our projections and our triggers. Whatever is triggering you is asking you to look deeper than just the superficial layer. That pain that's coming to the surface and is projected back to you is asking you to go deeper into what were the original traumas, what are the original wounds, what is the original pain that needs to be processed, so then you can move forward in life. And that's very Mars, cutting through, letting go, so you can move forward in your truth. Scorpio, it's a time to ask ourselves, do I really want to keep living with this pain? Do I really want to keep blaming and projecting onto others? Because now is the opportunity for us to see it, identify the energy or the trigger, own it, be responsible and accountable to it, and to integrate these parts of self that have been forgotten, that are calling for your attention, for inclusion at the heart. Mars in Scorpio gives us the ability to see it clearly and truthfully. And it is only through seeing it truthfully that we can start to resolve this pain. Seeing it truthfully will allow you to clear the pain, and it will allow you to clear these patterns that keep playing out from the past, so you never have to feel that pain again. Often when we're coming from our pain body and responding with reaction and impulse, so we're not thinking clearly, we're not seeing the current situation clearly, we feel a sense of separation because we're seeing it through the lens of our trauma and our past hurts. And what Scorpio wants more than anything is to go deep emotionally, so I can know you and you can know me deeply and intimately. Scorpio wants to merge and embrace, to become one. So we use this Mars energy to cut through all of those triggers that we believe to be someone else's fault, or that we try to suppress or deny. We can't run away from our pain body. We can't run away from what is in the subconscious that is being projected out and coming back to us to show us what needs healing within. So this is the time. We have this beautiful period from December 9th to January 26th to do this work. And of course, many of you will be seeing your family over the holidays, and who else better pushes our buttons than family? As much as we love them, we are often triggered by them. So when you get triggered this Christmas, this holiday season, this New Year period, ask yourself, what is the deeper message here? Why am I really feeling triggered? What is this intense emotion that I am feeling? Own the way you are feeling. Get space, create space if you're feeling triggered, but go and do the self-inquiry. I encourage you to do this meditation. It's for self-impact and it works on clearing our vision. Okay, so this is what you want to do. Thumb and index finger together in front of the left shoulder. So left hand in front of the left shoulder. Take your hand like the sword of the warrior, the sword of the hero, and you're going to cut down over the forehead. And in this meditation, you keep your eyes open. Find a nice rhythm with your breath. Do that for 22 minutes. Yes, this is a long meditation and I'm encouraging you to do it. It's the holidays. Hopefully you have more time. Work with your triggers. Work with this energy of Mars in Scorpio. Staring straight ahead. After 22 minutes, you're going to alternate the hands. That's just for 1 minute. And then the final posture, you bring your hands to the heart, to the neutral point. Okay. With long, deep breathing and the eyes closed. So you can see it's very Mars in Scorpio. We're working with the eagle energy here, your perspective, your vision, so that you can see, identify, and own your triggers truthfully. And that way you can go into the alchemical process of letting the pain body go, letting the trauma go, freeing yourself, emotional freedom. And then you're alternating the hands, and then you bring the hands to the heart center, because to see our triggers, we have to be connected to the neutral mind through the heart, through Shunya. So give this one a go. I wish you all the best over the Christmas break. Happy holidays, happy summer solstice, and take advantage of the Mars energy in Scorpio. Use the positive aspects of Mars for the deep transformation and the merger of oneness that Scorpio wants. Let's clear the pain body, clear the subconscious mind, and really come to live our full purpose of why we're here and being able to assert that purpose. Sat Nam.